Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to guide you through and walk you through how to cross the border from Ho Chi Minh City to Phnom Penh. So if you're looking for a way on information on how to do that, this is the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through what you need to know, how to get to the border, your requirement, what do you need so that you can have a much more hassle-free and stress-free journey. So let's get started. So the distance between Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam to Phnom Penh in Cambodia is around 230 something-ish kilometers, and it could take anywhere between 6 hours to 8 hours depending on your means of transportation, and that's how much time you are actually going to spend at the border. And you do actually have a few options to choose from. The first one, and I think it's going to be the best one in my personal experience and in my opinion, but you do you, is going by bus, and there are a couple of companies that do that, which are pretty renowned, which is Giant Ibis, Mekong Express, and I think there's another one as well, but you can do your own research. You could also think about taking a minivan, but I do think it's going to be not as much as hassle-free as you would expect, and maybe a bit more crowded as well. And if you're on the adventure side, maybe you may think about taking a bike, but just keep in mind that you are completely on your own, so it could take maybe longer when it comes with paperwork and things like that. And another great option could be to go more down south in Vietnam and maybe catch a boat that will bring you along and across the Mekong Delta, and I think that can be a very amazing experience and a very adventurous one in itself. But here's the thing about border crossing: it's not just waiting in line and paperwork, but it's an experience in itself. And this is something that I've encountered firsthand by my own personal experience, and it's also a good reminder sometimes travel can be messy, unpredictable, and full of surprise, but that's the beauty about traveling, isn't it? It can even be quite raw in itself, and I think it's these moments that remind you of the beauty in how grateful you should be about traveling, and it's these in-between moments that makes travel so unique and so beautiful. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to talk mainly based on my experience, and since it's something that I've tried firsthand, so I'm going to talk about my personal experience and how you can manage the best out of it. Now, personally speaking, I decided to take the bus from departing from Ho Chi Minh City all across Vietnam until get to the Cambodian border and beyond that. And for that reason, I decided to choose to go by bus and choosing the company Giant Ibis. Now, I did my research online. I searched many companies before that, and I feel like saying that Giant Ibis is the best. It's even been around by TripAdvisor as well, for a good reason. And the thing for that is because they take care of everything, which means that you're only going to need to just relax and enjoy the trip. And when I mean the way they take care of everything is that they're going to take care of paperwork and all of that stuff for you, which is why I feel like to recommend that company to everyone that wants to enjoy a hassle-free journey. As for everything, especially for traveling, especially for crossing border, preparation is key. So let me give you a couple of tips and what do you need to bring with you. Well, first thing, of course, you have to have your passport with at least 6 months of validation. Well, that's pretty much it actually, if you decide to go with Giant Ibis, or if you decide to do everything else or choose any other main of transportation, just make sure to do your own research. But this could apply pretty much to everything. And also make sure to second very important thing is to make sure to go check your maybe embassy website or something like that to check your visa requirements. But if there's one thing that I've learned traveling across Southeast Asia is that internet may say one thing, but the reality in Southeast Asia can be quite different. And one thing that you have to keep in mind, which is very, very important if you want to cross the border, is that you have to have with you USD dollar. And this is all for my non-American people. So make sure of that. Well, I'm Italian, of course I don't have a US dollar with me, so one thing that you can do is go, when you are in Vietnam, you can change a small sum either at the bank or to the jewelry store. Just keep in mind that if you're foreign, they may try to scam you, but if it's a small sum like this one, you should be good to go. For more information on which jewelry store choose from, which is the one that I choose as well in Vietnam, I'll put the link to my blog article, which will give you an all very deep through information and will guide you through that as well. And of course, if you want to cross the border, you need a Cambodian visa. Now, for this, there are also some misinformation online and a few more information that tell you that you can take an e-visa, like you can pay for an online e-visa. But from my experience, I've noticed that even if you do pay for an e-visa online, once you actually get to the border, you will have actually to pay again for a physical visa. So I don't think that's going to be a good idea anyway. And if you have to pay again, so yeah, Cambodia allow you to get a visa on arrival, and that's pretty much how they roll actually. Now, as I was saying before, if you decide to go with Giant Ibis, the total cost for everything is going to be around $40 per person, and which $30 is for the actual visa that you have to pay, and $10 is for processing fee from the company. How's that's going to work? Well, basically, once you get to the bus, which are very comfortable, and I think it's the best way of transportation, like the buses in Asia, in Southeast Asia, they are like on a top level, honestly. And you get water, some free snacks, Wi-Fi, so you are pretty pampered. And how that works? Well, basically, once you leave Ho Chi Minh and you're near the Cambodian border, they give you a form to fill out with your information. So maybe make sure to bring a pen with you as well. And they will take once you have finished fill that up, they'll take the form and your passport, and they'll take care of everything from their own, and you will get back your passport once everything's done and once you've crossed the border and you've reached Cambodia. So all you have to do basically is just follow the instruction, and they will give you back your passport sound and safe, so don't worry about that. Hey guys, just past the border, I want to give a bit of an update of how things works, and actually the process was extremely smooth. I didn't really expect it. I was actually a bit afraid because I know there are many information online, and some of them they are kind tell you something while others tell you other things. But one thing that I learned, especially in Southeast Asia, is that they tell you one thing, but then the reality is often quite the opposite, or at least it's kind of different. Well, I'm speaking from a European passport holder, specifically Italian one, and you should always like do your own research, maybe contact the embassy or the government, wherever. If you have a shop site, check that out. And for example, in my case, it said like that I was supposed to do like to fill out some sort of questionnaire online, to download an app, which was completely different from the visa, because it was like a experimental process for Cambodia, and I was kind of afraid that if I didn't do that, I wasn't be able to enter. But no, that didn't work out, because they give you on the bus, like they give you a physical one to fill out, and that's what they like that's the important one. And also I decided to apply for a visa online, because even if you do an e-visa, apparently they kind of make you some problem, like you have to redo it again once you are here. Once you are here. But I decided to travel with Giant Ibis, the company Giant Ibis, from Ho Chi Minh City. I'll explain a bit more in depth about the entire process. But anyway, from Ho Chi Minh City to Phnom Penh, They take care pretty much of everything. You already pay them the fee for the visa, and they take your passport, and they bring you when you are at the border inside a building where they will put a stamp on it, and then you go to another building. But like I said, the process was extremely smooth. I didn't really expect that, so that's great. Right now I'm just giving you a raw review before, since it's still a very fresh experience. And right now we are at the border with like we passed Vietnam, we are in Cambodian land, and we are waiting for all the process to for a passport to be over. The guide or the driver, whatever, or the bus from the company is taking care of that. So there's nothing that you actually have to do except for wait, basically. And supposedly at the end of everything, you'll get your passport back. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you decided to go from Vietnam to Cambodia by land, to definitely contact with the or go with the giant ibis, because the process is extremely good. The ride from the border from Ho Chi Minh takes about 2 to 3 hours, depending on traffic as well, of course. And so all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Now, once you reach the Moc Bai-Bavet border, things can be a bit chaotic and you don't really know what to do. But in this case as well, if you go with Giant Ibis, you just follow the instruction. They'll tell you where to go, where you have to wait, what you have to do, and so you feel a little bit more calm, because like for first time border crossing can be a bit like chaotic, like I said, and you don't really know what to do with yourself. So that's why I think it's such important things to go with a preacher and a company that will take care of you. And once you're through the all paperwork and all bureaucracy process, you're going back to the bus for the final stretch before reaching finally Phnom Penh. And this is where things get interesting, visually interesting, because you will ride across this very rural side of Cambodia between rice paddies and traditional Cambodian houses, and until, like I said, until you reach this huge skyscraper, which is quite the contrast. Between the rural side of Cambodia and this very modern and new side. And here are some more tips on how to get your ride smooth. First thing, bring with you small USD dollar in cash. Then you may need them to buy something before reaching your destination. Use and contact a renowned bus company. They will walk you through everything, and they will take care of everything for a very stress-free and hassle-free journey. Stay patient. This is very important. Border crossing is not really a walk in the field. Like, the process could take a while depending on when you leave, which is why I suggest you to leave in the morning to avoid that, actually. And so just be patient, and one of the very important things is just keep an eye on your belongings. Well, I hope this kind of helped you and gave you maybe a more in-depth and helpful tips on how to get through that. And honestly, I wish I would have had this information when I searched for my own cross-border. So I hope this helps. But more than that, I hope that this has to remind you that every bus ride, every cross-border, or every unexpected turn of events can actually become quite a memorable and unforgettable memory for yourself. And if you found this video helpful, just don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more insight and amazing adventure coming on your way. And also maybe leave a comment below if you did this same experience, like how was it for you? If you have any question whatsoever, just leave them in the comment down below as well. And hope to see you again soon. And in the meantime, keep wondering. Bye!